Hey, sir, good morning, sir. Sir, is there any other students who are about to log in from BBA or BCom in that case?
Yeah, already informed. Waiting for them.
Okay, okay, sir. So we'll wait for another 5 minutes, sir. What's your suggestion, sir?
Sir, I think we can start, I think. Ashwin, sir.
Yes, sir. So we'll start because we have a few students to come, I believe. But anyways, let them join after this. So we'll start. So as you said, Nagendra sir will start, right? Rakesh sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, fine.
Yes, we can start.
Okay. Okay. Om Shri Manjunathaya Namaha. A very good morning to one and all. So we all know that there is energy within every body in this universe. So it is very important that how we use this energy to do some good things. Say for example, if we use this energy to do some things or activities which will not give any benefit to us, then the energy wasted is of no use. Same way, I compare this energy to the finance or money, what we call. So it's very important that how we use this money or finance what we have, either less or more, to get good returns. So today we are here to discuss in detail about the various investment plans that is very effective for the investment what we do or the finance what we have. So without wasting much of your time, let me welcome Dr. Nagendra to give a welcome note. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning to all. I am delighted to welcome Dr. Sharan Kumar Shetty, who is Associate Professor and Governing Body Member of MSN Institute of Management, Bangalore. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. As Ashish sir told, he will be delivering guest talk and discussing with our students about unleash your financial energy through effective investment plans. So this we are doing in association with the Bombay Stock Exchange through Dr. Sharan Kumar Shetty. Many thanks, sir, for sparing your valuable time with us. And then I would like to welcome our Honorable Secretary, Dr. Yashavarma, sir, who is having very high vision to bring this our institute to greater heights. And also would like to welcome our principal, Dr. Satish Chandra sir, for his continuous support in all our academic endeavors. And then I would like to welcome Dean of Commerce Department, Dr. P.N. Udaychandra sir, for his support and advices. And also I would like to welcome Dean of PG Department, Dr. Vishwanath sir, for his continuous support and timely advices. And then I would like to welcome our coordinator, Professor Swir Jain sir, for his support, and he is instrumental for materializing all these things. Whenever we put forward our proposals, he is always supporting us, and he is instrumental for materializing this. And I would like to welcome our HOD of BOK Department, Dr. Rakesh T.S. Achar sir, for his timely advice and support and enthusiasm in conducting all these programs. And then I would like to welcome our senior professor Ashwin sir and my colleague, and then Dr. Professor Praveen sir, for bringing such a wonderful, nice, resource person, that is Dr. Sharan Kumar Shetty, for his support. And I would like to welcome all my colleagues, and then faculty from our sister institutes, and then faculty from our sister streams, and then from our sister departments, and then all participants today, those who are present over here via this webinar. And then I would like to welcome my students, friends, and then students from other college, and all faculty members from other institutes, everybody, those who are participating today. A warm welcome to all of you for this wonderful session. Many thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Nagendra. So now I request Mr. Praveen D to introduce our resource person, Dr. Sharan Kumar Shetty, to our gathering. Mr. Praveen D, over to you.
Yeah, Om Shri Manjunathaya Namaha. Greetings from SDM College, Ujire. A very good morning to one and all. I, Praveena D, Faculty Department of BVOC in Retail and Supply Chain Management, SDM College, Ujire, entrusted with the pleasant task of introducing the resource person of today's national level webinar, Dr. Sharan Kumar Shetty, Associate Professor and Member of Governing Council, MSN Institute of Management, Bangalore. On this wonderful occasion, we are blessed to have an eminent personality from teaching sector as our resource person, Dr. Sharan Kumar Shetty. Dr. Sharan Kumar Shetty is a financial advisor, motivational speaker, educational consultant, and founder of Capital Advisor. He is having a dynamic career of a decade and a half that reflects rich Indian and overseas experience and year-on-year success in teaching, training, research, and educational leadership. Dr. Shetty is a trainer for financial market and conducted numerous training programs in national and international platforms. Started career in Accenture as a subject matter expert and moved to Malaysia to continue his further academic services. He has undertaken various international assignments in Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Philippines, Vietnam, and Thailand. He holds the credit of training executives of top Indian and foreign banks like ICICI, Axis, Kotak, RBL, and HSBC. Dr. Shetty presented various research papers in national and international journals, and also he is an editorial board member of several international publication houses. Dr. Sharan Kumar Shetty has been associated with many top institutions in India as well as in abroad as a governing council member and also a member of board of studies. He is an inspirational speaker too and delivered many programs in radio and television channels. On behalf of SDM BVOC and BBA department, once again, I extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay. Shall I start with your permission?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can start.
Yeah, thank you so much. I hope the slide is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Yeah. Thank you. First of all, let me thank the principal, the head of the departments, the faculty members, and special thanks to Professor Praveen for coordinating this program. And yeah, SDM is one of the great institutions in India, I could say, because I'm really proud and I'm really privileged to deliver my talk. This is not the new talk. This is not the first time I'm giving talk to the STM group of institutions. I have delivered many in number in Mangalore, Mysore, Dharwad, and all these places. But this is today, this program is in association with BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange. So thanks to Bombay Stock Exchange and the group of SDM institutions. So yeah, let me begin my talk. We all are in the midst of COVID-19. Everybody facing lots of problem, and the only mantra we have is finance. It looks very, very, what we call it as a rocket science word to everybody. But if we maintain it properly, if we save it properly, if we manage it properly, there is no big rocket science in it. So in our students' life, there was nobody to tell us what to do, how to do, where to invest, and all that. But today, the system is so improved so that the faculty members, at least they can guide, they can at least give the guidance to the students. In the students' life itself, they can inculcate the habit of saving. So this is just a general talk. So this will definitely help you. But this is a fundamental, this is a basic talk. This is not an advanced talk. But before going ahead with the advanced talk, this is the duty of all of us to give the basics of finance. So this will not only help individuals, it will also help their family, the society as a whole. It will help the economy of our country. I could say that. That is what, no, every saving that will lead to the investment that will help the government in order to take what we call it as the great infrastructural and other activities for the country. So this is what I would like to say. This is how I can set the context. So we talk about vitamin C, vitamin D, and all that stuff, but are we very, very particular about vitamin M? That is the question mark. Vitamin M is what we call it as, it is important. Vitamin M is always important, but in our students' life, are we focusing on that vitamin M? That is the question mark. Anyway, going forward, I will give you a couple of examples and I will prove it, why it is important, what context it is important, and all that. Okay, you can see in India, there are two stock exchanges, Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange. Bombay Stock Exchange was started in the year 1845. It is 1875. It is more than 145 years. You know, more than 6,000 companies listed in the Bombay Stock Exchange. When we talk about National Stock Exchange, there are what we call, it was started in the year 1992, more than 2,000 companies listed, and the exchange for NSE is Nifty, exchange for BSE is Sensex. Everybody is aware. And one more important note here, what I want to tell you is, India, this Bombay Stock Exchange is the second largest in the world after Amsterdam. You all aware, Netherlands, the capital of Netherlands is Amsterdam. It is in Europe, and that is the first stock exchange, and our stock exchange is second. But the question here is, the stock exchange is the number one, I can say number two in the world, but what extent we people are utilizing that service? That is really, there is a gray area, there is a potential area in which we have to focus on. So today's webinar will give you why those things are important, why we have to focus on that, a general talk on that. Capital market awareness, an initiative of BSE Limited, Investors Protection Fund, Investors Awareness Program. So building wealth with the capital market, as I already told you, there is a wealth in it, there is a treasure in it, but what extent we are using it, that is the mark we needed to see. So let us go to the next slide. Learning from the movie One Idiot. You all aware, you might have seen a movie called Three Idiots. It is Amir Khan's movie. It was a shot in our own Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore. So it is more than 12 years old film, but still people are watching it. And this is a kind of a case study, you know, to the management students. This is a kind of a case study to the management students. Still, we extract some information, derive some information from this movie. But today, let us see the learning from the movie called One Idiot. What do you mean by this? What are the attributes of this? The first phrase of this particular slide says that खर्चा जबरदस्ती है. So हम लोग बहुत से बहुत खर्चा करते हैं, but हम लोगों को अर्निंग के बारे में पता ही नहीं, स्पेंडिंग के बारे में हम लोग सोचते हैं. So this is what is actually the crux. You know, people are focusing on the spending. You all aware there is a personality called Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, you know, he is basically from Omaha. He started investing at the age of 11. That too, today he says, it was too late when I started investing. I should have started investing at the age of 5. But Are we investing? No, not at all. Even though we are 17, 18 or 20, we people are not at all worried about our financial aspects. So here what he says is, don't save what is left after spending. Instead, you spend what is left after saving. I want to repeat again. Don't save what is left after spending. Instead, you spend what is left after saving. So this is the mantra of Warren Buffett. If you buy things which are not required, you would have to sell things which are required. But we people are buying unnecessary things. But if at all it crosses the limit, we will have to spend the things which are required. So please understand, this is very, very important note for all of us. People living on credit, creating worries. See, we say people log udhar mein ji rahe hai. So people are living on credit. They don't know where to focus, how to focus. They just swipe their credit card. They just use the bank loan. They don't know what is the consequence of the bank loan. But I don't want to deny that fact. That is required, but only for buying the capital asset. Please understand, my dear friend. Buying the capital asset, for that, what we require is actually the loan we require. But for the consumption items, we have to be very careful when borrowing the loan from the bank. Spend time thinking about the money and the way you deal with it. You have to be very careful when you're spending money. Future is not the extrapolation of the past. Salespeople selling financial products based on the historical data or returns. Asset allocation is critical. आप सबको पता होगा, since you are studying BCom, BBA and all these vocational courses, you should be knowing what is equity and what is debt, right? So that is very important component for everybody, equity and debt. A company which issues equity, a company which issues debt as well. Don't mix financial products, insurance, investment, tax savings. My dear friends, every day, whatever we save, that will go to the investment. That investment will fetch the tax exemption. And at the same time, we should always also focus on the insurance. You know why insurance? Insurance is not an investment, but it is a risk protection fund for our family, for ourselves. That is why very important component for all of our life. You might have seen after this COVID-19 things, people are worried because they have not opened health insurance products for them. Live your life your way. We work for money throughout of our life. Let us think how money can work for us. Some questions comes to our mind. You people are studying in one of the top institutions, but are we practically applying the financial norms into it? So some questions comes to our mind. Why do you study? What is the purpose of studying? To work. But why do you want to work? To earn. Why do you want to earn? To spend. Why do you want to spend? To live a life. Are you stuck in constant circle of earning and spending? Yes, we people are stuck. So that is the reality of life. Where are we stuck? The important thing here is, see, this is just like a CSR. See, we people have to spread the fragrance of finance, because see, it is not that, oh, we are studying, we are learning and something like that, and ultimate purpose of our life is to get a job. That is not the life. But instead, what you need to do, you have to spread the fragrance of whatever you study. For example, you are studying financial management, personal financial management, accounting. But are you spreading that fragrance to the outside world? No, you are using it for yourself. So you should take an action to spread the fragrance of this reality of financial inclusion, financial stability, financial sustainability. Because this is very, very important. That is what we call it as CSR. When we talk about company CSR, company has to give 2% of their net profit. That is what we call it as a CSR. But what is our CSR being an individual? We are known for our CSR. See, SGM group of institutions, Dharmastal group of all these, they are coming up with lot of programs. See, this is what is a great CSR to the society. But being an individual, what is my contribution to the society? So that we needed to introspect today. And here I want to give you a couple of examples. This slide. See, what will you do if you are given a check per month to meet your operational expense? So, aap sabko pata hoga, you all aware. See, operational expenses are day-to-day expenses, but these expenses are daily. We are getting it from our parents. For example, you're traveling. Some of you are staying in the hostel since it is Ujire and remote area of our own Dakshina Kannada. So people are not traveling every day. So they just stay in the hostel. But anyway, some of you might travel, or your parents might give you hostel expenses. But let us take some examples. See, for example, your parents might give you 200 rupees per day as your operational expense. But what we people do, we people make it spending it fullest. We don't worry about saving that. See, what is that mantra you have to follow? Whatever the extent you have reached your education, but don't wait until I get 30, until I get married to save the money. No. that saving habit should start today itself, because we are all educators. We are teaching others. We are the role model to others. Let us practice that. Then we will preach. Because I was in Malaysia, I was really surprised why I have taken this initiative, because I was in Malaysia for 5 years. I was surprised to see Malaysian culture. See, I have presented some papers and published some papers on personal financial management. I used to collect data from the people around Malaysia, a place called Nilai. I was really surprised. They earn per day around 18,000, 1,000 ringgit, that is equal to 18,000 Indian rupees. You know, they don't cook at home. They don't do anything at home. They just go outside and spend their time. 18,000 is spent like anything. I was really surprised. These people, they don't live like our Indians. Indians, we have some habit. I'm not talking about students, but our people, ancestors, they have some habit of saving something. But Malaysian foreign culture, it is not there. Then I found, why can't we preach this in Indian culture, Indian society, Indian students, so that they can at least start that habit. So that is why, see, 200, if at all your parents give you, for them it is 6,000 as their expense for their children. 200 per day. For 10 days it is 2,000. For 20 days it is 4,000. For 30 days it is 6,000. You see, my dear friends, 200, you just to save 20% of it. 20% of 200 is how much? 40 rupees. See, 40 rupees if you save every day, that 40 will become, for 10 days it is 200. For 10 days it is actually 400. For 20 days it is 800. For 30 days it is 1,200. See the power of money. I'm just giving a simple calculation. And then for the complete year, let us take only 10 months in a year, it will become 12,000. For 3 years of your degree, it will become 36,000. Why can't you start the habit of saving? Why can't you invest in some avenues like mutual fund, SIPs and all that? Leave aside that fixed deposit now. Fixed deposit is a traditional form of business, a traditional form of investing. So this is how you can plan. So this is what has to come in you, because this is what is the power of money. Because see, when we are teaching somebody, when we are telling this to somebody, we should have that model with us. See, you may be knowing in Bangladesh, there are some models they have developed, saving habits, lending habits, and Yunus, this is a greatest, because he got a Nobel Prize also. Because see, this is a simple thinking habit, but that will make a big difference in the society. So when you will see, what will you do if you are given a check per month to meet your operational expense? You will experience the joy of financial freedom. You would experience, you would create you would be creative with the expressions to build something big. But unfortunately, nobody is going to give you any check. You have to learn how to get your money for you. So now some questions comes to your mind. What are those? Focus on your post-tax earnings. What is post-tax earnings? See, when after completing your degree from the great institute called Sri Dharmasala Manjunatheshwara Institute, you will get a very good opportunity outside. If you go to Bangalore or SGM Institute, because SGM Institute, I was really surprised. When I was in Malaysia, I used to search for some institutions in India, listed institutions. But I was really surprised to see SDM comes first everywhere, because this is one of the topmost private institutions in the Indian scenario. So this is listed all the places. So that is why whenever you are approaching the job market, when they see that, oh, you are the SDM product, you will be given a first chance. Let us take, if at all you get a very good job in Bangalore, you get 50,000 as your salary. I'm just giving a focus on post-tax earnings. Your earning might be 6 lakh. That is actually 6 lakh per month, per year. That is 50,000 per month. 50,000 into 12 is equal to 6 lakh. Now, when are you arriving at post-tax earning? 6 lakh, every month your employer will deduct 10,000 as your tax. Anyway, I'm taking an example, but that 10,000 you can claim for exemption also in the tax norms. The 10,000, if it deducts 10,000 into 12 is equal to 1,20,000. Now you minus 1,20,000 from 6 lakh, how much is left? 4,80,000. That is what we call it as net income or post-tax earnings. With that post-tax earnings, don't keep quiet. As I told you, don't save what is left after spending. Instead, you spend what is left after saving. What our people do, 4,80,000, they spend 4,60,000, remaining 20,000, they try to save. But do you think it will last long? Not at all. Instead of that, what you need to do, 4,80,000, you make it a point, 30% of 4,80,000 should be saved. 4,80,000, 10%, 48, 20%, 96, 30% again 48 you add, it will become 1,44,000. Now, 1,44,000, you are saving 30% of the net income. Now, how much is left? 3,36,000. Now, you have the right to spend 3,36,000. Your obligation is over. Now, this is how you have to plan. So that will definitely make us, whatever the money, you may get 3 lakh also. In that 3 lakh, at least you can save what we call around 70,000 you can save. So this is how you can plan. So every income earned is not equal because of the differentiated tax treatment. Salaried and the professional income are fully taxable. Salaried people spend money from post-tax income. Please understand this. Businesses pay taxes from the post-expense income. They are at advantage. Even the dividend income is taxable in the hands of the shareholders, and LTCG Act, that is LTCG is called as long-term capital gain. I will explain you. CTG we call it as at 10% per annum applicable on the profit made about ₹1 lakh on sale of equity shares. I'll give you an example for this. My dear friends, you see, if at all you're investing, let us take you're investing in a Reliance shares, Reliance Communication. Per share for Reliance Communication is around how much? Let us take 1,000 rupees per share. You are investing for 100 shares. You are paying 1 lakh rupees. So 1 lakh rupees you are paying, and in within 1 year that price has become from 1,000 to 2,500. You made a profit of 1,50,000. See, when you get the capital gain of that, your capital that money is taxable under the LTCG norm, long-term capital gain tax. It is actually 10%. 10% on 1 lakh. 10% on 1,50,000. Around 15,000 you have to pay as a tax. One should focus on the post-tax earnings. So this is the agenda of your life. You have to follow that, my dear friends. Now you have to change your mindset. How can you change your mindset? Alter the equation. What kind of equation you have to alter? I told you earning minus spending is equal to saving. That mantra you have to change to earning minus saving is equal to spending. You should focus on the saving than the spending. Saving should come first. So that will help you in order to grow in your life, my dear friends. So this is one of the important aspects. Please understand. Now, this is what is given by Warren Buffett. You know, as I told you, world's richest man for many, many years. And he holds a company called Berkshire Hathaway. And he started investing at the age of 11. Now, invest to build wealth. People have money. See, I was really surprised to listen to one of the Maharashtra students. See, I give pan-India webinars. I come across some questions from the students. One of the questions I was really surprised. He was saying me, sir, my dad has a lot of money. He's a farmer. He has more than 20-30 lakhs of money in the bank account. I was really surprised. What does this man do? Parking the money in the bank account. It won't even fetch 20,000 per year, right? So then I told him, you have a very good opportunity. You are studying in one of the institutions, and what you can do, you can take it up a part-time job. It is not only your father's problem. It is everybody in your rural place, like a farmers have the same problem. Why can't you take it up as a challenge? It will help them also. At the same time, it will help you to come up in the job in the career. So he has told me that he is yesterday onwards, he is totally thinking about it. Why can't I start about it? He's continuously messaging me. What are the avenues we have? Because I myself have started a company. When I returned from Malaysia, Sahyadri College, they have offered me this to start a company. I have started a company called Sahyadri Capital, an institution. I could not go directly to the SEBI. I took a franchisee system from Anand Reddy, and you believe it or not, more than 3,000 Demat accounts been opened, and around 1,000 plus people are actively participating in the stock market. The intention of this program is, it is not enough students are studying the theoretical aspect in the class. Let them come out and study the practicality of it. So that is the reason I started, and I'm really because surprised. These engineering students are investing a lot of money, and they are making what we call it as making lot of profit out of it. So saving does not build wealth. Deploy your savings prudently to maintain or improve the value. So why I am saying, if at all you have 1 lakh rupees, don't park that money in one single fixed deposit or other deposits. You have to portfolio it. See, don't put all the eggs in one single box. Instead of that, you portfolio it. What you can do, 20,000 invest in equity shares, 40,000 invest in mutual fund, 20,000 invest in SIP, and what will happen is remaining 10,000 what we call it insurance, and then 10,000 PF you invest also. So that will what will happen. Tradition also 1 or 2 funds you invest. Rest all modern funds you can invest. Build asset and not liabilities. This is also an important component, my dear friends. People have a wrong notion about asset. People say, if I ask what are assets, people also add car, vehicle, all those are our assets. Frankly speaking, those are not assets, those are liabilities. Please understand. I will give you an example. After completing your degree, you get a very good job and you want to buy a car. See, the car worth is around 20 lakh. You have to pay down payment of 20% of 20 lakh. The 2 2s are 4 lakh you need to pay. To pay the 4 lakh also, you don't have the money. You have to approach the bank to get the personal loan. Here for the 20 lakh, banker will say that 25 lakh is your liability and 20 lakh shows as an asset, because after interest, processing fees and all that, for 10 years, 10 years is equal to 120 months. 12 into 10 is equal to 120. See, after repaying all the EMI, after 10 years, you want to sell the same car. Do you think it will go even for 2.5 lakh? Not at all. It will become scrap, my dear friends. So that is why if something gets depreciates, please don't focus on that. Just for a needy things, you just buy that. And for the crazy, what we call it is for the luxury purpose, you please don't buy such things. So you have to be very careful when buying the car or a vehicle or something like that. For the needy purpose, just to have one, don't buy it for a luxury, and that is just for a need. And what you need to do, you have to build the asset. With the saved money, build asset and not liabilities. Asset is something which earns you while you hold it and has value, hopefully appreciating over a period of time. Asset is not asset just because it appears on asset side. For example, car. While it appears on asset side of your balance sheet, what will happen? It does not earn and its value continuously depreciate. It is indeed a liability. Asset is equities, bonds. Then what are assets? Equities, bonds, rented real estates, etc. Those are our assets. Please understand, whenever you're investing in equities, whenever you're investing in bond, rented real estates, those are our assets. Focus on those assets, and you have to be very careful when investing in the vehicles or a car or something like that. Asset allocation is important. Allocate your asset prudently over various asset classes. Asset allocation to happen based on your cash flow position and the financial goals. Understand the asset profile based on their liquidity, ease, taxability, transaction cost, legality, etc. Put financial plan in place and follow that in a disciplined manner to become rich. You have to be very careful. And compounding, you all might be knowing what is compounding. We practically do compounding interest calculation, but theoretical, practical in the class we do, but in our real life, are we applying it? I was really surprised to hear one of my friend's father invested in the year 1980 rupees 15,000 for his daughter's marriage. You believe it or not, in the year 2004, that the money has become 4,78,000. See the money power of this compounding. What we Indians do, we are investing 1 lakh this year. Next year it will fetch at the rate of 10%. It will fetch 10,000 as interest. Some of us we withdraw the interest, and most of us we withdraw the interest with the principal, because we don't have the patience to park that money forever. That is why Warren Buffett says, whatever the money you have, you should reinvest. So that will definitely fetch the good result. That's why we call it as compounding is the 8th wonder in the world. Doubling period is the 9th wonder. For example, I invest 1 lakh today. Within how many years that 1 lakh will become 2 lakh? That has got a 9th wonder in the world. It is also magical. Please understand. So now, what are the precautions you take? As I told you, my college, one of my institutions, I opened a stock market franchisee, and I insist to you guys also, why can't you get into some stock market connected activities? There is an app called DSIJ, that is Dalal Street Investment Journals. I don't know how many of you are aware. They give virtual money, and you start practicing investing virtual money. And once you get the confidence, why can't you open some Demat account, any of the broking houses in and around Bangalore? So that will definitely give you the push in getting interest in the stock market. Nowadays, I get a lot of what we call it as questions, a lot of queries by the doctors, engineers. They are telling me which is too late when we started investing. Nobody was there to tell us stock market is a potential. Sometimes you may have to face some problem. Risk is there, but if you have a thorough study on the market, definitely it will help us. If at all you want to get into stock market, you have to open the Demat account. What are the precautions you have to take? Precaution in the sense, stock markets are governed by SEBI, Securities Exchange Board of India. Banks are monitored, governed by RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Insurance companies are governed or monitored by IRDA, Insurance Regulatory Development Authority. Provident fund and pension fund are governed or monitored by PFRDA, Provident Fund Regulatory Development Authority. Even commodities markets are governed by markets, on commodity market we call it as. If you want to invest in any market, you have to open a Demat account. That Demat account, you have to trust the broker. It should not be like a Carvey and other things. You have to see to that company is actually trustworthy, and we can invest through that company. It is not you're investing in that company. You're using that company as a channel to invest in the stock market. But these are the precautions you have to take. What are the precautions? First and foremost, you have to see whether they are listed in the SEBI website. I mean, their credentials are there in the SEBI website and stock exchanges. Deal with only the registered brokers and sub brokers. Receive contract notes whenever you're doing buying and selling activity. You should receive the contract notes. Do not be misled by market rumors, hot tips, etc. You have to be very careful. Take informed decisions by studying the fundamentals of the company. Fundamentals you yourself can study. Since you're in BCom BBA program, you can study the fundamentals of the market. Do not be attracted by the announcements or fantastic results. Newspapers about the company. You have to be very careful. Do not be attracted to stocks based on what internet website gives you. You have to make your thorough study on that. Low price penny stocks, what will happen is sometimes that will give you lot of what we call it as lot of problems. You have to be very careful when you are dealing with these stocks. So this is a very important task, because some of my students used to tell me, Sahyadri students, engineering students, they started investing in the penny stocks, and they used to tell me, sir, we have invested in one share for rupees 1 rupee 40 paisa. I have parked around 1 lakh shares. That means I have paid 1,40,000. When I saw next day, it has become 2 rupee 40 paisa. I made a profit of 1 lakh. So this kind of information, you have to be very careful, my dear friends. You have to be, when you are taking action on this, you have to be very careful. So you need to see that these are all aspects is taken into consideration when you are investing in the stock market. Please understand that. Then we also have sudden spurt in the stock. Be careful about it. And any advice or tip that claims huge return may lead to losing some of your stock. And issue account to pay check in the name of your broker only as it appears on the contract note. So these are the important things which you need to introspect when you are investing in the stock market. Now you have to see this checklist, because this checklist is very important. As you all are aware, some of us, in our society, people are not having a thorough knowledge about it. Whether they have a, what we call it as, do the people have life insurance? We are not aware. Do they have what we call it as health insurance? Do they have disability insurance? All people, they don't have the thorough picture on this. So we have to guide them how to take care of all these funds in order to grow in their day-to-day life. Because in order to not to get into trouble, the life insurance that will protect your family, yourself, and as a term plan. Health insurance that will definitely, because in India, the people, they don't have any knowledge about the health insurance. They think that it is a waste of money. But I'll tell you, frankly speaking, health insurance investment is not a waste of money. Instead, it will protect your family and yourself. Disability insurance, if at all applicable. Investment in the short term and long term. Debt, equity, mutual fund, fixed deposits, real estates, etc. Child education and the marriage, what we call it as retirement planning, etc. Now, some of the great things from the great people. This is a very great saying from the great people. As Charlie Munger says that, as long as you don't do any nonsense with your money, you'd end up becoming rich if you have a patience and discipline. My dear friends, Warren Buffett also says the same thing. He has practiced in life because of his patience and discipline. When he started investing at the age of 11, whatever the two stocks invested, immediately the stock price has collapsed. And this boy was very panic, and he approached his father, who was a stockbroker, and he advised him two things: better have patience and discipline. Because of that patience and discipline, today he has become world's richest man. He could help people. 50% of his income goes for the charity. So this is the life. So now Dr. Stephen Covey, who wrote a book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, he also says that right things in life is to do right things. Live a principle-centered life. Your life is in your hand. You have to take care of it. And then Benjamin says that it takes many good deeds to build a good reputation and only one bad one to lose it. Here I want to give example of Vijay Mallya, Dr. B.R. Shetty, and then we have Ketan Parekh, Nirav Modi, Arshad Mehta, Ramalinga Raju. These people, once upon a time built kingdom without any reason. They failed. Why? Because they were unable to manage the finance. They created job opportunities. They created lot of employment. But today they themselves have a lot of problem in terms of finance. That's why when we are able to manage the finance well, finance will manage us. If you are mismanaging with the finance will mismanage us. So this is the criticality of life. You have to take care of it. Now, when we talk about our holistic wealth is a complete picture of our life. What does it mean? There is a life called physical wealth, which is a health because our health is very important. These days we learned why health is important, why we have to take care of your immunity power, our health, why we have to take care of everything. Otherwise, if you are not able to take care, that will definitely reverse into our life. The second one is a financial wealth. Health and finance goes together. If you have a very good finance, you can manage your health well. You can get into good hospitals and all that. If you have a good health, you can get very good finance. That is how health and finance goes together. Professional wealth, that means intrapersonal and interpersonal skills, that is also important. Social wealth is also important. We have intellectual, and we have spirituality. Spiritual wealth is also part of our life. Every day spirituality has to come in our blood. That means it has to be in our breath. So that is what is actually, we call it as a holistic wealth of our life: physical, financial, professional, social, intellectual, and the spiritual part of our life. So I would like to recommend you two books. No need to buy the hard copy, you can just download. See, reading books definitely improve your knowledge. I read a lot of books, because when we read books, we'll get a confidence in speaking. That is why I'll tell you, these two books connected to finance, very fantastic book. What you can do, you just, after this session, you just go to Google, search for Mehra Birani's Mad Money Journey and Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Mad Money Journey, a story about a doctor, a very well-known doctor, very well to do with the finance, but he was unable to manage his finance. He was able to help others, but he himself was unable to manage his finance. One day he committed suicide because of his mismanagement of finance. That is why author Mehra Birani, his story was narrated by one of his friends to the author Mehra Birani, and she's highlighting that people should have the self-worth than the net worth. Self-worth means what? Self-worth consists of happiness, peace, tranquility, and the satisfaction, the stability, the strength of our life. But people are always worried about their net worth. Net worth is what? Asset minus liability is net worth. So that is why you should be very, very careful when you're creating this. You have to understand where to focus, where not to focus. Self-worth is more important than the net worth, and that will definitely create a lot of opportunities for all of us. The second book is actually what we call it as Rich Dad and Poor Dad. People, the rich people are busy in accumulating asset. Poor people are busy in accumulating liability. They just behind what we call run behind the loans and all that. They don't focus on accumulating asset. They're all about liabilities. But poor people, they have to focus on their asset. Why? Because mind is a great asset that will definitely help them in order to create the great asset called what we call it as a self-worth. So that is why we should have financial freedom, financial literacy, financial accuracy, financial stability, and all that in our life. So that will definitely help us in order to grow in our life, my dear friends. The last concluding remark, what I want to say is, become a learning machine. Always I give lot of radio, YouTube, TV talks and all that, motivational talk. I say one thing to all the students, irrespective of their domain, I say, have a hot cake concept. Whenever you're talking to somebody, whenever you are an educator, being an educator, you have to develop your skills as a hot cake concept. When the hot cake comes to the market, see the demand for that hot cake. That kind of a mentality we have to build. Become a learning machine. Have that habit in you. So the certificate, I already forwarded this message to Professor Praveen, which I have received from BSc. You can, sir, you can share that link in the chat box, sir, so that what students can, there only they can download their certificates, sir. It will come to their email ID in 24 hours. That you can do on the chat box right away there, sir. I already shared with you. This is about the e-certificates. You can do it, sir. You can share it.
I have received, sir, but one query is there. Like while selecting the SDM degree autonomous college, place it is showing as Dharwad, not Ujire.
Okay.
So we have one more option there. STM Autonomous Ujire, STM College Ujire. The other one we need to opt that, I believe.
That is
Because
university.
I tried it and it's working actually.
Okay. Fine. Now you want me to tell them, sir? You have that option.
Sir, I think we can proceed with another option then. Correct, no, sir?
Right. That is there, no, sir. No problem. That is there. Yeah. So this is about the internship program, sir. If anybody is interested, students, sir, they can just take the screenshot of this. They can do it at home, because stock market, there are a lot of potential. Let them learn this. They can practice this kind of internship activity. They can support this kind of a program. So internship structure, self-study is there. Then they can live webinars and all, they can attend and all that. So that these people, the students can opt for this internship if they are interested. They can make a note of this link, and there is a contact person. They can contact Sheetal. Her email ID is there. Also, her mobile number is also provided here, so they can directly contact Sheetalji for the internship programs. They can definitely connect with them. This is my contact number. For any queries, you can definitely contact me connected to the market. And I want to insist the faculty and the students is ask everybody to download app called DSIJ, that is Dalal Street Investment Journal. Ask them to start invest in virtual money. Let them invest because they are studying papers connected to the stock market. At the same time, they will learn it. Practicality, they will learn it. And students, slowly they can develop. You yourself can open some startup in the college, sir. So you get into some stock broking houses and have some terminals in the college so that students can learn. This is a learning experience for them. There is no need to wait until they become 40, 50 and all that. Let them start now only, have the interest in the stock market. This is what the final word I would like to say. Thank you so much for the opportunity. If at all you have any questions, you can proceed.
Yeah, students, now the session is open for question and answer session. So if you have any queries, you can please ask and he'll be happy to solve it. So it's over to you, students. You can ask your queries.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Please tell your name and the class from which you are and ask your question.
So my name is Rahul Shetty. I am from BO department, so retail and supply chain management. So I am a student. So nowadays we have many platforms like Upstocks and all to buy stocks or invest in money. So is that a better option in using apps, or like we should find a broker and then we should know about that and invest?
Yeah, because your voice is not very much audible to me, but anyway, I understood what you said. So see, there are lots of apps are available. First and foremost thing I want to tell you, you have to be very careful. There is one word I told you about the precautions, right? See, you may know in Udupi we have Zerodha. Zerodha is online. We have Anand Reddy, we have Motilal Oswal and all that. Those brokers we can definitely, because they have been in the system, Prabhudas Leeladhar and all that. They're in the system for more than 20, 25 years. But the new app which comes up now, without authenticating it, without getting the authentication of that, my suggestion is don't get into that. You have to be very careful. You just look for the branches in and around your Udupi, Mangalore, Beltangadi and all that. There are branches in Beltangadi also. I think Sher Khan is there, even India Infoline there, somewhere there nearby, not in Beltangadi, somewhere there nearby. So my suggestion is Zerodha you can definitely, why? Because Zerodha, people are into Zerodha. Our own Udupi person, Nitin Kamath has started Zerodha. That you can, because I myself I opened recently, because I had other accounts earlier, Anand Reddy, all accounts I closed, then I got into this online. Here what happens is, all the documents you can submit online, all Aadhaar, PAN card, no need to, like earlier when I started my investment in the year 2002, every time I was in Bangalore, used to go to branches, give this note, that note and all that. Now that is not there. Just you upload all the certificate and then pay 200, 300 rupees as a opening fees. Then you can start investing. You can transfer your money from the bank to your account. So my suggestion to you, before getting to any app, be careful about it. See the credential of that in SEBI. Not only in SEBI, you can just check with your own friends. You can talk to us also. So we'll tell whether you can go for it or not.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, I have installed Upstocks app. I have registered in that.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
that?
that is okay. You started already, right? Started already for Upstock.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is okay. Many students, they have started. I have seen that Upstock this thing. So no problem. You can proceed with that. Any query connected to that you have?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Upstock's already started, right?
Yes, yes. I have started before a week.
Okay. That is okay. No problem. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other queries?
I have one more session for your own this thing, other sister in concern now, sir. At I think at 11 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay. So I will try to finish right away, sir. So I
Yes.
hope there is no other queries
Sir, how to
from
collect Bitcoin, sir?
students. Yeah, Samyak, go ahead. Make it fast. The last question for the session. Yeah, Samyak, go ahead. Okay, there is some network issue, I believe. So, anyways, so I
Okay,
request.
he can talk to me, sir. He has my number. I have my number in the this thing, sir. He can talk to me
Sir,
directly, sir. No problem.
True.
can you please
Samyak,
tell about Bitcoins?
Dr. Sharan Kumar Shetty's number is there on the screen, so you can take it and you can interact with him and get your
Sir,
confusion
about
get clear.
Bitcoins, sir. What about Bitcoins and procedures of Bitcoins, sir?
About Bitcoins. What I will do, you can directly contact me. See, Bitcoin, I will tell you, in India, it is not legal, but the government has not announced it as illegal. You can invest, but I don't take it as a this thing serious. What Sharan Shetty told, that's why I'm investing. But you can proceed, my dear friend. There is no problem. If you are ready to take risk, definitely invest, my dear friend. Some of my African students in Malaysia, they used to tell me, sir, my fees and everything, my parents, I'm not getting from my parents. I get from Bitcoin, Bucks coin, Ethereum, and all that. You proceed. If you want to take risk, please proceed. But you can't buy full Bitcoin. Full Bitcoin coins cost around 5 lakh rupees. So now you can take a decimal of Bitcoins. Okay. So further you want to know about Bitcoins, you can call me at any time in the evening. Definitely I will help you with that. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. So I request Dr. Rakesh TS, HOD of BBA and BOK in Retail and Supply Chain Management, to give a valedictory note. Sir, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Ashwit. First of all, I thank Dr. Sharan Kumar for giving his valuable time to educate our students and faculties about stock market. As we know, today's advertisement on TV, if you watch any TV serial or match or IP or anything, you will come to know, you'll come across various ad from Upstock or any other companies now giving more advertisement about investing money through their brokerage. So I hope many people are now jumping into the stock market, but having a consciousness where to invest, what to invest, what not to invest, then that is a very important thing. So it's a very important thing to educate people. So I believe that today's session was very informative and educative for the students and other fraternities. So I thank the research person and the participants to participate and to get educated about the stock market. So before investing money, so be careful and do some personal research, so that helps you to save a lot of money and your energy. So I request all people or students to be aware of the things what's happening in the stock market and go forward for investing money in the stock market. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, Dr.
No.
Rakesh. At the end of session, I definitely again thank Mr. Dr. Sharan Kumar Shetty for his valuable time and the beautiful session which he gave. And also, I would like to thank Dr. Resho Verma, Secretary of STM College, Ujire, and also the management of STM and other faculties and the coordinator of this webinar, Mr. Praveen Adi, and my other colleagues, and also all the students. So, thank you, one and all. Have a nice time. Be safe.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks, everyone. Good day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sharan sir,
Same here.
Sharan sir, before leaving, one query.
Ah.
Like when we are sign up in the stream, we have to select our stream, but in that BO course, in bracket something BFSI is coming. So can we make it as
You have to
just
select investment awareness.
no? That is fine. After that, in one stream option is there. In that we have to select our course, like a different option is there: MBA, MCom, BVOC, BCom, BBM, etc. In BVOC option, in bracket BFSI something is coming. So can we make it just BVOC? Is it possible, sir?
Yeah, yes. You want you're from. I think you have to talk to Swarupaji. What I will do, I already given Praveen sir. You are Praveen sir, right? You can talk to Swarupaji sir. She will make the arrangement, sir. She will make the arrangement. Don't worry about it. She can do it.
Sir,
Okay, sir.
Fine. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, we'll wind up the session, right, Rakesh sir and Praveen
Yeah,
sir and
sure.
Nagendra sir.
We'll wind up. Praveen will
Yes.
take care of now.